Hi guys, this is George back here with another video, and welcome to the third episode where we're going to be touring Discovery Springs, which is the theme park that I built in Planet Coaster for the competition that me and one of my friends had to see who could build the best theme park in Planet Coaster. And today we're going to be today's going to be the last episode actually looking around the park, and then the next episode we're going to be opening the park to guests and running it with guests in the park. So we've done 2 episodes already in this park. In episode 1 we looked at the pirate area here, the gardens area, the jungle area, the forbidden forest, haunted forest kind of area. And then in the second episode, we looked at the movie backlot area, the medieval area, the adventure area, and the sci-fi area. The sci-fi area is actually all the way back there as well. And then today we're going to be looking at the western area, which is probably the biggest area in the park, or is one of the biggest. And then also the tropical area. So also, before we start, I'm going to point out that this is the first hotel that I built in Planet Coaster. There is another one at this resort, but it's a blueprint that I just put down. This I actually built myself, and it's the first hotel that I ever built in Planet Coaster, and it's called Hotel Frontier. It's the western themed area here at the park, and as you can see, there's all the western theming going down this pathway here. And in this building, not that big building there, this building right here, this is actually a second gate to the park that leads from Hotel Frontier into the Wild West area. So there we go. So we're going to start, there's basically 2 halves to this area. This is where the area actually starts, and then this is like a whole western town area. You've got like a hotel and a church and houses. And then this is kind of like, I don't really know. So as you can see, we've got an RMC hybrid in here. We are about to ride it, but I am just going to warn you, this doesn't run very smoothly, because on this ride there is a lot of smoke, and somehow it makes it so when you ride this thing, it's very laggy. So I am just going to warn you, this is going to be a very laggy ride. As you can see here, it's even got an inverted drop like a couple of RMC hybrids have. It's not the best inverted drop, it's my first ever attempt at one in Planet Coaster, so I'm quite happy with it. If I did it now, I could probably do it better. And as you can see, it's called Wilderness Run, so let's get on. This isn't a junior coaster that I wasn't able to ride at Cedar Point. When I went to Cedar Point, I didn't realise you had to go to guest services to get a slip to get permission to ride the junior. If I knew that, I would have gone and done it. Then I could have gotten 2 bonus credits. But here we go. It's already laggy going up the lift hill. If you think it's laggy going up here, then just wait until the rest of the ride, especially when we go through the tunnels with all the smoke. The dark ride's not going to be as laggy. Well, at least I hope it's not. When I've ridden it before, it's not been as laggy, but there is smoke in there, but not as much as this. However, there are a lot of triggered effects in the dark ride. There is a Wild West dark ride in this park. There's 2 dark rides in this park. We saw the sci-fi dark ride in episode 2. So go and check that out if you want to see that. As well as the rest of the park as well, so I'm very happy with this park. It's definitely the best theme park I've ever built in Planet Coaster. And here we go. Banking round into the first drop. Here we go. Oh my gosh, it's loud. It's very loud. Into a outer bank turn. Whipping you round there. Oh my gosh, it's extremely loud. I turned the volume up for a video that I filmed before this for Well Legal, and I haven't turned it down yet because I wasn't doing anything. Oh my gosh, it's loud. Into the first smoke-filled tunnel, you can see some steam there to the right. Imagine this in real life, you get some serious airtime in this. I think it would be pretty fun in real life. I don't think it would be the best RMC, but I think it would be pretty fun. I'm quite happy with this RMC. It's one of my favourites. I've built about 6 RMC coasters now. There's 2 RMC coasters in this park. I've built about 6 hybrids, and I think I've done 3 single rails. One of the single rails is in this park, and then one hybrid as well, as you can see. Here we go. As you can see, very laggy. We're coming to the end now. We're about to go through the final inversion. There we go, and now through another smoke-filled building. Some theming at the side. Oh my gosh, it's extremely laggy going through this one. Oh my goodness. And there we go. Into the brakes of Wilderness Run. So yeah, very laggy. But here we go. So let's just put off there. So we're done in this area now. There is this other flat ride here, but we don't need to ride that. There is only one of those in existence though at Canada's Wonderland, which is a very unique ride. So here we are in the other part of the western area. So as you can see, we've got, what's this here? We've got a bank right here. We've got all sorts of houses down here. Don't know what they're doing in here. They don't fit in the area at all. This right here is the show building for the dark ride. Quite a big show building. And if we just spin round here, this is the log flume attraction. This is my favourite ride in the western area. One of my favourite rides that I've ever built in Planet Coaster. And I absolutely love the look of this thing. It's not the biggest log flume ever. It's not the longest log flume ever. But I really love the look of it with all the rocks. And then you've got all the different buildings on there. You've got like a building on there. And you've got all sorts. You've got the water tower and all the wagons. And I love it. So we're going to take a ride on this right now. And it's called River Adventure. Oh, wait. I don't know if we've just come out the station. Oh, no. It's lagging. It's lagging. It's lagging. I have a feeling this might end up being a bit laggy. Oh, wow. I think we just came out the station. Right. Okay. Right, we'll just... Here we go. And we've got a dispatch. There's the B&M Hyper over there. Look at it there. It looks majestic on the skyline of the park. I love the skyline of this park as well. When you look at it from the front, I really like the skyline. There's quite a lot of coasters in this park that are quite tall. Because you've got the dive coaster, you've got the invert, you've got the hyper. And here we go. We'll start off by going into a little tunnel here. Oh, here's the first lift hill. Please keep your arms and hands inside the boat at all times. Oh my gosh, you get pretty close to that rock. And here we go. For some reason I decided to put Yeehaw on that sign there, just because that's kind of, I don't know, that's just kind of a thing that associates with the Wild West. Oh, they wave their lasso and go, Yeehaw! And here we go. Coming around here, looking at all the theming. You've got the cactuses all on the side, and you've got that wagon up the top. Here we go, there's the drop. That's not the drop we're about to go down, that's the second drop. So as you can see, the second drop's not actually that much taller than the first drop. Here we go, coming round to the first drop. There's the B&M Hyper there. Oh my gosh, that's actually a really big footprint. Here we go, we're approaching the top of the first drop. Here we go, let's go. There we go, so we're now turning around here, about to go up the second lift hill. Oh, there's the RMC Raptor there as well. And there's the, whatever it is in the medieval area, and there's the B&M invert there as well. I didn't realise how many of the other rides you could see on this. I like that, but also I don't, because you're just seeing rides from in all other areas. Oh gosh, are we going to hit the rock? I think we're going to hit the rock. Oh, we're so close to it. Yeah, you definitely want to keep your hands inside the log of all times on this ride. Just can't get my words out. Here we go, up the second lift hill, past the giant water tower. Approaching the top. Here we go, just a little turn to the right. And down we go. And there's the chuck wagon up there. go. We've got to the top of the second drop. And we're about to go plummeting down. 3, 2, 1, let's go. As you can see, not a very big drop. You drop into this big tunnel here. And there we go. And now we just go back to the station. I don't know how long it is. I think it's just a nice little river journey back to the station now. I don't think it lasts too long. I literally can't remember where the station is. I think it's just around here. Oh, where are we going? We're going into the rocks. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, no, we're at the station. This is the station right here. Here we go. Looks like we've got a tiny little drop leading us back into the station. Okay, nothing too big, just a tiny little drop there. Leading us back into the station. And there we go, there's the river adventure. Very happy with that. One of my favourite rides I've ever been on Planet Coaster. 100% my favourite ride. And we'll just exit there we go. So there we go, there's now only one more ride to look at in the western area. And that is, I do just want to show you this. Just look at it. So, as I said earlier, there is one of these at Canada's Wonderland, but that's the only one in existence. It's a very unique ride. But there we go. So, we're now going to go on Showdown, which is this Wild West dark ride right here. And I do prefer the sci-fi dark ride to this one, but I still quite like this. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm spoiling it. I'm spoiling the oh no, we need to get off. Here we go, right, we're going to turn this off. You'll see that later. I believe that's part of on the second floor, actually. Right, here we go, let's get on. The reason why I like the other one better is because this building is literally, with the sci-fi dark ride, it's basically either straight sections or just like turns that are easy to build around, but this has got loads of really weird turns, like you'll see an S-bend or whatever on this ride. So it's quite hard to put all the walls down on this, and also there's like bits of theming where you can't put the wall, like I couldn't put a wall there because it was too close to that track over there, and it took a very long time building this ride. And as you can see, the door just kind of goes into the wall there. It's a bit weird, but yeah, couldn't really do much about it. Then it would get in the way of all the theming. We go through this door now. See what I mean by just random turns? And then into the, I don't know what this room is, just lots of cogs on the wall. And here we go, into the next room. Oh, we've got lots of, this is like a storage area. There's quite a lot of storage areas on this ride. I didn't really have a specific theme that I wanted with this. I just kind of had it as like a Wild West dark ride with lots of Wild West theming and a bit random with the storyline. Here we go, we've got like kind of a market thing in here. You got the chuck wagon, you got the little stand over there right at the end. Oh, here's someone with a gun. And here we go, round here. And here is like a little low section, so you go underneath here and you got some theming up there. That's the second, that's coming back to the end of the ride, that's near the end of the ride. And here we go, we got an exploding barrel there. Watch out for those exploding barrels. And then we've just got a load of random stuff here. Bearing in mind, I've not made many dark rides in Planet Coaster. I've made 4 dark rides in Planet Coaster. So I'm not an expert at them. I'm a much better coaster builder. I've got a lot more experience building roller coasters in this game than dark rides. I've only built 4 dark rides, and I'd say I've probably built about 60 different roller coasters in Planet Coaster. Actually, thinking about it, probably more for ones that have been like, that I've had to get rid of because they've been too intense or whatever. So probably coming to about 80 coasters in Planet Coaster. Oh, bit of an explosion there as we go up the second lift hill. And here we go. So as you can see, we've got a bit of a camping theme over there. In a bit of we've got storage, and then we've got a campsite over there. Someone's setting up his camp. He's got his cooking apparatus there. And here we go into the next scene. So up on this level is where it starts to take more of a a dark turn, and it's kind of more like at the bottom it's more like storage and stuff like camping, stuff like that. Up here it's more like spinning blades and graves and all sorts, like this one here. You've got loads of spinning blades and cockpits, and it takes a bit more of a darker turn up here, but it's still a very family-friendly ride. We go into another storage area. There are a lot of rooms on this ride, so I didn't really know what to do with some of them, so I just chucked random things in, really. And here we go, into the next room. This is the oil making room. As you can see, you've got the oil maker there. And you've got all the barrels and the blades and spinning cogs. Don't know why that bit of cooking apparatus is there, but... Here we go, into the next room. I think this is the room. Actually, I won't spoil it. I think I know what it is, though. Yep, I was right. So you come in here and it's like there's two trains heading straight towards you, like they're going to run you over, kind of thing, and then you just go past them. What's in this next room? I literally can't remember anything else to do with this ride from this point. Oh, we got some other carts and stuff in here that goes on the trains. Packing everything up, ready for to connect that carriage onto the train, to take it somewhere, I guess. And here we go. Is this the drop now? No, we're not at the drop just yet. We're very close. We got some chuck wagons and all sorts of random stuff in here. And here we go. Now we go past the other scenes. So as you can see, we've got all the barrels up top there. Here we go. So the door's about to open, and we're about to go plummeting down this drop. There's all the barrels up there, and exploding barrels, and down the drop we go. Turn here. This is where the low section is on the second floor. You just got all the barrels up there, all an exploding one there. Down the second drop, another explosion there. Oh, another explosion. And then now it's more just like random theming. You've got truck wagons and mine carts and chests and all sorts of stuff. Here we go, barrels in here. And this is just the ending corridor, really, now. So you just go down here and take a turn into the station. After going past all this theming here on the side, we've got some cogs there. There's some spinning wheels on some other random stuff. Another train here with a carriage. And you've got some mine carts parked up at the side, up in front of us here. Explosion. And there we go. That's pretty much the end of the ride here. You just take a turn into the station now. Before, I decided to have this ride so it run on like 20 vehicles, but then you'd always be parked up on that final corridor for ages and ages, so I decided to take it down by a few vehicles. And it looks like that trigger either wasn't working or I didn't put it in. But there we go, there's Showdown. Not the best dark ride I've ever built on Planet Coaster, but it's okay. So here we go, that is now the end of seeing this western area. We're now going to go into the tropical area, where this is a tiny area. That's the entrance for it here, and it's here, and there's one ride in here, which is this B&M Hyper. But as you can see, you've got some rock work around it, and you've got the fountains down there. And let's give it a ride. I must say, though, that drop looks particularly weird. B&M Hypers don't typically have 90-degree drops. They have near 90-degree drops, but they're not always 90 degrees. Or at least the ones I've been on aren't necessarily 90 degrees. But here we go. This is actually a Giga, but I just did it so it's not a Giga size. Because basically the only Hypers in this game are either an Arrow Hyper or a Giovanala Hyper, and I wanted a B&M Hyper, so I had to use a Giga. But I just made it so it's 200 feet. I don't think it's exactly 200 feet, I think it's a bit higher. But it's less than 300 and more than 200. Here we go, like the slow chain lift hill now that B&Ms have. But I mean, I guess you're on the ride longer. If you waited in a 2-hour queue, at least you're on the ride for longer. And you get to relax and sit down for a bit longer. That's what I look forward to. When I'm in a ridiculously long queue, I don't only look forward to just getting on the ride and experiencing it. I just look forward to having a sit down for a bit. especially on a nice B&M Hyper when you've got a nice comfortable restraint, or like a Mac Mega. Definitely not like the Joker. To be honest, I hope I never see myself sat on the Joker again. And here we go, over the top of the lift hill. We're about to go down. A huge drop. Here we go, we've got a bit of a head chopper at the bottom of this drop, as if I remember. Yep, it's right there. We're going straight down there. B&M. Good floater air time there. Bit of a near miss, but that's support. Up into this, whatever it's called. Never really seen it on many coasters. I have ridden one. They have one on Shambhala. It's quite fun actually. Here we go. This is the newest coaster. This is the most recent coaster I built. Park. A bit of an ejector speed hill there. Floater, airtime. Over bank. Here we go into huge cheetahs now. I'll say cheetahs about half minute. Final airtime hill here. There we go. Back round over the mountains. It's great. Near miss element of the palm tree there. And then back down into the station. There we go. So that is now the end of this episode and the end of looking around this theme park. In the next video, in this park, we're going to be opening the park up to all the guests, and they're going to come in and experience the park. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at George Kelly Rollercoasters, George William Kelly and George Kelly Animals. Message me on Snapchat at George Kelly. Follow me on Twitter at George Kelly. And check out my other YouTube channel at Wealthy Eagle. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Stay safe everyone, and I will see you all later. Bye.